Alright, so this is NBW predictions for tonight's show. Obviously, there will not be another show tomorrow night. A lot of people know this now, but Ryan will get his appendix removed Sunday. So, yeah, Saturday's show is canceled, which doesn't really matter because I'm not on that show, but who gives a fuck? But seriously though, we wish the best for Ryan. And wait, does he have a match tonight? He does have a match tonight. 2 nights before he gets the appendix removed, he will be in a match tonight. But yeah, NBW will present Collision, which I kinda fucked up on because it wasn't Friday Night Impact, it was Friday Night Collision. I apologize. Really fucked up when I made that mistake, but whatever. The show must go on. Bell time, 7:35 Eastern time, which, you know, due to the UK times, that'll probably be like maybe almost midnight for you guys, so or something like that. I don't know. I don't live in the UK, so if I got that wrong, don't even correct me on that, because different time zones, different country, really. Anyway, for Friday night's Collision tonight, it's going to be a hell of a show like always. The first promo though, CM Punk comes out to talk about why he attacked Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, Stone Cold Steve Austin got robbed of the Hardcore Championship. In a way, Stone Cold should be entitled to a rematch in probably the next few weeks, so Jalon Jones, the first Hardcore Champion, should keep that on notice, because when Stone Cold flips the finger at you at 2 count, that is basically not only a kick out, but you should really be pissed off at that, because think about that. A 2 count, then flip the bird, because technically your arm is up. Because if he flips you up, technically your arm is up. Your arm is up, your hand is up. Hell, your shoulder's probably up a little bit, by probably like a few inches. So technically Austin got robbed, but you know what? He has the next best thing and attacks the straight edge society. But the 2-on-1 assault, really, 2 against 1, doesn't always work. Austin did a hell of a job last week, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because CM Punk opens the show for some weird reason. We will see what happens though on that. Also, 2 debuts. Actually, a few debuts, depending on what the 6th match is, because there is no 6th match. Still, it'll probably be announced at the show, and we'll see what happens there. But so far, there will be 2 debuts in 1 match. Alex Payne. So a lot of people know who the fuck Alex Payne is, especially with the whole HCW crap, especially with the FCW TNA Troy's Fed. If you don't know, that's Troy, who's Alex Payne. And me and Alex Payne actually have a lot of history, so it'll be really exciting to see when he goes one-on-one against the debuting Kenneth Powell, who actually has a hell of a future, a really good future. But tonight will not be his night, in my opinion. Also, you know, you can't have a show without divas, really. You have a show without divas, your Fed is officially gay. I'm not trying to say that to make fun of any federation at all, but really, you don't have divas in your Fed, you're gay and you like watching men roll around. It's that simple. Anyway, that's a nice segue, by the way, to the next Divas match. Madison Rayne will face Kelly Kelly. Originally last week it was supposed to be Kelly Kelly versus one half of Rosala, but stuff happened there, and the Divas champion, Beth Phoenix, happened to replace. So we'll see what happens. Personally, I'm going to enjoy Masquerade and get her ass kicked, but we'll see what happens. Match 3. I don't know if this is Alex Chokehold's official debut, but recently he has been taking advice from Christian. Not only is that a smart move to have Christian in your corner, but it's always basically an insurance policy to have Christian Cage on your team, as they face a man who I have no idea who the fuck he is, Michael Maine, who, again, who the fuck are you? Teaming up against Randy Orton, aka Xanel K. So basically you have two jobbers against a international legend in Alex Chokehold and Christian Cage. So, no, everyone knows who's going to win that. And, again, this is basically the next match is revenge for Kurt Angle. Because Kurt Angle lost the United States Championship to Evan Bourne. And, again, Evan Bourne deserved that win. But tonight he faces Desmond Wolfe. He faces the London Brawler. The man who can execute the Tower of London out of nowhere. But, honestly, you have an Olympic gold medalist against you. He lost a shot at the United States Championship, became the first ever United States champion. Desmond Wolfe, this is basically your bad night, because I'm honestly going to enjoy this, because over the past few weeks, people like Desmond Wolfe, people like Matt Fair, who has been retired yet still goes on the stupid ass forum. And, you know, just look at the spam if you want to see what happened. But honestly, speaking of that, people like my broadcast colleague Blake Kenneth Master, people like him getting in fights with people like Brendan, people like, Lord knows how many people he's fought with in the past week. But it's kind of funny that you guys act like fucking 5th graders. Hell, not even 5th graders would act like that, to be honest. Have you seen those people that are smarter than a 5th grader? Those kids are probably fucking smarter than you. It's a sad thing. You're probably acting like you're in kindergarten or something. It's really sad. But anyway, the next Divas match on the card is a Fatal 4-Way. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Because the winner of that Fatal 4-Way will become the #1 contender for the Divas Championship. And Beth Phoenix will really have to watch this match, because, not just because of the people who's in it, but really, it depends on who she really wants to face. Either Rosa Mendez versus, I mean, again, it's Rosala versus Daphne and Lacey Von Erich. Of course, it does say it's Rosa Mendez and Layla versus Lacey and Daphne. But Rosala has been very good as a tag team in the past few weeks. Do you honestly think they will face each other? Of course, I mean, when they try to get the win, only one of them can win this match. It's going to be very interesting. But on the early going, it will be Rosala just, you know, it'll basically be a tag team match if you think about it. From the start, probably to the finish. But we'll see what happens. Now, again, there is no match 6, which is kind of weird by management, but there has been a few suggestions. We could have seen Blake Kenneth Master versus AJ, Blake Kenneth Master versus Matt Fair in Eluded Lee's NBW match. But then there have been several suggestions on what match 6 could be. Hell, I might even be in it, and I'm not even on the goddamn roster. You know, we'll just see what happens at the show, because that's kind of weird. And also, a promo to be determined at a show. Again, I get to steal something, because obviously John will do the same thing he did last week. So not only will I have stolen a Rosala t-shirt, Kevin Harris flag, but we'll see what happens tonight. Lord knows what's going to happen tonight. Especially since our main event is going to be John Morrison and John Cena teaming up against the Cerebral franchise versus Drew McIntyre and the man who did the unthinkable by eliminating John Cena from the NBW title tournament, AJ Styles. In all honesty, this triple threat tag team main event can go either way, but AJ Styles obviously has the edge. I mean, think about it. He pulled the upset on the upset king himself, John Cena. AJ Styles has his number. But we will see what happens, because this show is gonna be off the chain. This show is just gonna be amazing. And I'm just blessed that every week I get to be on commentary. Even though it may be with Blake Kenneth Master, the man is a complete idiot at times. But it doesn't really matter, because either way you have the Extreme One calling the action live. NBW, again, bell time, 7:35 Eastern time. For the UK people, I don't know what your time would be then. I apologize. I don't really care. If you show up, good for you. If you don't, good for you. But NBW will be tonight. And you know what? We might see a few surprises tonight, because you never know what's going to happen. Especially since I'm basically retired. I'm basically doing commentary. I'm not trying to brag, but hell, match 6 is empty there. We might see a one-night return of Adam Extreme, probably against Bryson McIntyre. You never know what's going to happen, folks. Again, 7:35 Eastern time is the bell time. Be there, or be square.